Hi, Sailor Mars Ray here, and today I'm going to talk about this thing that always seems to come up when you're on YouTube. Now, we've been on YouTube for at least, I'm going to say 5 years as this YouTube channel is concerned. But a lot of men and women out there want to ask us one thing. And it's mostly probably going to be a second whiff of what Sailor Mercury talked about editing. Well, editing, European italic, Latin borrowed word. The European Dramatic English word for it would actually be undo. Now, a long time ago, we used to work Microsoft Windows Movie Maker and Cyberlink Power Director and ArcSoft Video Processor, ArcSoft Webcam Companion. Now I know there's many other ones out there, Sony Vegas, MakiCam, Apple's Macintosh iMovie, Final Cut. But the ones we worked with were real shitty. Now I know that everyone who has Microsoft Windows, that's the only movie maker they have, okay? And for anyone who has Apple Macintosh OS, having Apple Macintosh iMovie is the only one that they know, except for the other ones out there. Now they were real shitty, and they didn't do what they were supposed to do. All they basically did was besmirch the movie. Yeah, if you wanted to make your movie brighter and make it darker, put a name on it, it could do that for you. But if you wanted to, cut something out and bring something, together, no, you can't. Which would actually make what actually is right. When you take something a whiff, you can't put it back together. So the same thing would apply to a movie. So the movie gets besmirched. Now I've heard all kinds of sagas and tales that that's not that you got to get it, that you have to buy another one that just puts your movie together. If that's the case, then that is pretty sad. I have besmirched movies on Microsoft Windows Movie Maker when I was using it. I could never pull any of my movies back together. It didn't matter. Since I seeked it once, and I could not pull my movie back together. It just could not be done. Then we had ArcSoft Video Processor, ArcSoft Webcam Companion that came with the HP Lightness Taker that we got. And they were basic. If you want to make your movie bright or make it dark or put a name on it, you could do all that. If you want to cut things out, forget it. You couldn't cut nothing out. You couldn't bring nothing together. So once again, those two failed. All right. And let's not get started with Cyberlink Power Director. It was even busted. It was broken. All you could do is make a movie with it, and that was it. You couldn't do anything else with it. So I found all right. Now, a lot of our haters, who obviously hate us for all kinds of sad points, claim that, Undo is your friend. Well, Undo is not our friend. Undo is our foe, and it has been our foe. All right? The only point you're saying that is that you scaled ArcSoft Video Processor or ArcSoft Webcam Companion. You scaled Apple Macintosh iMovie or Microsoft Windows Movie Maker, or Sony Vegas, or Mackie Cam, or Final Cut, or you master the other sundriest movie undoers that are out there. You know, not everybody is good at those sort of things. And no, not everyone out there can learn how to use these things. There isn't no class that one can take. It's not like you can go to a learning house and someone can teach you how to use Microsoft Windows Movie Maker or Apple Macintosh iMovie or CyberLink Power Director or ArcSoft Video Processor, ArcSoft Webcam Companion, Mackie Cam or Sony Vegas or Final Cut. They all come cheaply made, a part of your operating system, and in some cases maybe not, and with no telling you, with nothing. They don't tell you nothing how to work it. You just figure it out on your own, and you besmirch your movie. And I have besmirched a lot of movies when I used to use those programs. All right? So that's why we don't undo anything. In daily life, you can't undo anything. So this is as true as it gets. And I know some men and women out there hate true life when it comes to movies. You know, they want everything to be flawless. Well, sadly, that's the way it is. We don't edit. It's too hard. We don't undo anything in our movies. So if you hear dogs barking, the dog's going to be barking. If the fart talker's ringing, the fart talker's ringing. It's the way it is. Okay? And don't get me started on, YouTube editor, who basically was fucked up the first time around, and now it's even worse the second time around. They claim it's not hard to use. Well, guess what? It was hard to use it's hard to work the first time. It's now going to be hard to work the second time. All right? So we don't edit our movies to the point that all the programs out, borrowed words. We don't undo our movies, and all the undoers out there are basically whisks of shit that don't work right. You know, that end up besmirching your movie if that's what you wanted to do. That's the only thing it does. That's the only thing they do to us is besmirch our movies. And we don't use them we don't work with them anymore. It's the way it is. You don't like it? Too bad. I'm Salem Mars Ray, and I'll see you later.